Hello, friends. Thank you for joining in. Congratulations on being registered as a vendor on craftersco.com. So, let's begin how you're going to create a new product on Craftersco. So, the first time when you register, you'll be taken to a dashboard which looks like this. This is a very interesting dashboard and an interactive one. This gives you a bird's eye view of how your store is performing. It lets you know what is the gross sales in a month, how much you have earned, how many items you have sold, how many orders you've received. If you scroll a bit down, you'll also see the analytics, how your store has been performing month by month or day by day, sales of a particular product, notifications if any, inquiries that have come to you, a little bit of statistics. If you expand it, you'll be taken to another window which lets you know the orders processed, the products that you have awaiting fulfillment, etc. If you look at the left side, it has some more menu items like home, help guide, calculate products, orders. So these are your menu items. When you are in on a mobile, you will see a hamburger icon which will look something like this. So it will be a compressed version of your desktop or a web app. So if you just click on this, the menu will be highlighted. So let's create a new product. Now before we begin, whenever you create a new product, you'll always have to calculate the product price because there will be commissions that will be added to the product price that you're going to sell for. The taxes, the applicable taxes also will be calculated. So you can click on this calculate product price. So either you can go to the menu and click on calculate product price, or you also have a short link or a quick link here, say calculate price. So if you click here, it will take you to a new page and it will let you know how you need to calculate. So first you'll have to select the category in which your product falls in. So depending on the category, the GST gets calculated automatically. So for example, if I'm selling a wooden handicraft or a macrame art or a soap. So for example, let's say I'm going to I'm going to sell a soap and my product price is going to be 100, right? So and the product weight is going to be zero point 0.5 kilos, that means it's 500 grams, or it could be 1 kg depending upon the weight. Now depending upon the weight also, you will see your shipping gets calculated. Now this is a standard shipping that we follow. You can also have your own shipping or you can opt for Craftersco shipping. This is the commission that gets calculated, and at the end this is your final product price that you're going to add to the to your product that you're going to upload on Craftersco. So if you go back, go to the products, and you see there'll be an icon or there'll be an option called as add new. So you go to add new button. Before that, if you go to products, it will create a product list, and there'll also be something called as add new button. So this will be the square icon that you see. On your mobile, you will see the square icon which will be fourth to your right. Here you have on it on the left. We are going to create a simple product today. What are the other kinds of products? So we have a variable product and a gift card. Gift card, of course, you won't be doing that, but a variable product is something, for example, if you're selling a t-shirt, the t-shirt comes in various sizes, various colors. That is when you're going to create a variable product. If your product sells in a single there's no variation to it. For example, you're just selling a particular soap, right? For example, we are selling a soap which comes as a standard, so it's going to be one type. It's not going to be two different types of soap. So if it's just a single type, then you can say it's a simple product. So now I'm going to create the product title. Product title is what will be visible to the customers when they go and see your product. So this will be the title that your product will be identified with. So for example, if you're selling soap, you can write handmade Tulsi soap, or you can say handmade tulsi, or let's say lavender soap. Alright. Now if you remember, the product price that you added or calculated was 270. So what you're going to do is you're going to add the cost 270, or what also you can do is you can say the actual price was 500 but we are selling it for a lower cost is 270. So the customers always are happy when they see a sale price. A short description. So a description is nothing but how you're going to describe your product, right? So your product, you're going to give the details of your product. So what is your product made of? You can see this is a melt and pour soap base. Does it have a dimension? If any. It's always good to give as much as or as many information as possible. So I'm just giving you an example here. So for example, if your product has dimensions, please mention the dimensions. If your product is made up of a certain material, please mention the material. Also, if your product is made to order, please add in your make time, or in how many days you're going to actually make the particular product and dispatch, and any more description that you want. The next thing is you are going to upload your file. Now you can upload files, you can select files from your desktop or your mobile, or if you already have few pics in your media library, you can just pick one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select one and add it. Now I've selected one and added. If you have taken or if you have captured images of your product in various angles, you can upload those images also, right? So you can upload 2 to 3 images as you need. The next important thing is your product category. Product category is very important because if you do not select the right product category, then your product will not be featured. So let's say this is handmade. So I'm going to put it as handmade. Product tags something, it's optional, but you can add as soap. So whenever a user searches as soap or adds a keyword as soap, your product will be highlighted as well. This next thing is the inventory part. SKU. What is SKU? Is nothing but your stock keeping unit. That means you're identifying your product with a particular identification ID. It is always good if you have you're having more than 2 or 4 products, or if you're selling 10 products on Craftisco, it's always good to identify those products with a keyword or an identification number. So let's say you are doing soap, so I would say SP123. Manage stock. Now if a customer can buy more than 1 unit of your product, it's always good to say how many units you've already have in stock. So if I say if the customer wants to buy 5, so they know that you have 10 in stock and they can buy 5. The next thing is, if you want to sell it individually, that means it's one of a kind item and a customer cannot buy more than one, then then you should only select sold individually and not manage stock. All right. Shipping. Now shipping we have already calculated in the price, so you just add free shipping. Okay, and in how many days you're going to dispatch it. If you have not added shipping in your price, then you can select from any of these shipping cost. All right. Tax, again the tax has been calculated, so you can say none. In the when you calculate the price, the tax has already been calculated. Just in case you haven't added the tax, then you need to add taxable and add the appropriate tax. But since you are doing a calculate price, since you're using the calculator, always put the tax status as none. Attributes, because you're not putting any variations, that means your product is just a single type of product and it does not vary, or it does not come in different types or different varieties, you need not add attributes. Linked. means you are linking your products to each other. So for example, if a customer searches soap, your soap product will be featured, or the soap will be highlighted, or the product description will be visible to the user along with other products that you may be selling, because you're linking your product with other products that you're selling as well. So if you're selling more than two items or two products in Craftisco, it's always too good to link each other, so that if a user clicks on a particular item, they will also know that you're also selling another item as well. So it's always good to do a upsell or cross sell. SEO, search engine optimization, that means you can enter a focus keyword and a meta description. So whenever you add these descriptions, Google will pick up these keywords and your product will be featured through Craftisco. Your product policy, very important. Your shipping policy, in how many days you're going to dispatch, and how many days usually it takes to reach the customer. Your refund policy, if any. If you don't give refund, you can clearly mention that there's no refund unless there is a damage. Your cancellation, return, exchange policy, for example, you want the customer to give a 360-degree video while opening the parcel to see if there is any damages. So all these informations you can add it here. So once you've put it here, so for example, shipping policy, let's say dispatched in 2 to 3 days. Generally, product reaches in 7 working days. Refund policy, we do not refund unless product is, we do not offer found reaches in a damaged condition. So this is just an example. 360-degree video must while opening person. So these are just examples. You need not write word to word. So once you've added all the information, so your product title, your cost, your description, your larger description of any, your inventory, your shipping, your tax, your link if any, your product policies, your SEOs, your categories, everything. Once you have done that, you can say submit, and your product has been submitted. You see there's a green um, message that comes in. And if you want to see how your product actually gets displayed, you can just click on this I button, right? And you'll see this is how your product gets displayed. So you can actually review your product. So whatever information that you've given, your reviews, your store policies, you see your store policies gets added here. Now because you have, so you see your inventory, you have sold individually. So if I unclick this, submit, because I had clicked the sold individually, that's why you did not see the option for adding more than one. So if I just refresh this, the user will be able to now add more than one. Manage stock. Right? So now the user will be able to add 2, 3, 4, 5, how much ever they want. So this is how you're going to create a simple product. The next video we're going to show is how you're going to create a variable product. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining Craftisco. Have a great day.